Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. Here we are in Lakewood, New Jersey, and we're looking at 3 fire escapes here, similar in nature, and we're going to look at some additional training here on what needs to be done to right any and all violations associated with a fire escape of this type, what to look for as an inspector. So again, New Jersey Code, deterioration or structural violation needs to be written if one occurs. So let's take a look at what we have here on this fire escape. Must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. More paint than rust or more rust than paint. These fire escapes, which we're here on the, I think we're on Clifton Avenue, and I think this is the Strand, 301. If you look up, the fire escape looks like they've been painting it, so that's not a big issue. So you don't have a deterioration violation here. But look up on this 50 to 75-year-old fire escape, and that's all 3 of them. You're looking at the second thing that is always a dead giveaway, that the fire escape has not been routinely maintained over the past 50 to 75 years, and that is original hardware. And this one is a little older because I even got rivets on this fire escape. So a lot of times when a fire escape has rivets, it's even older than 50 to 75 years old. So as we look up, we're looking for evidence of hardware. The fire escape is got rivets on all the treads, rivets on all the supports, rivets on all the balconies, rivets on all the railings. So this fire escape would automatically fail an inspection simply because there's a sign that they've been painting it, but there's no sign that there's any maintenance. I'm looking for at least 1 or 2 hex head bolts here and there on some of the major structural. Some of the major structural on this fire escape would mean the supports, would mean all the treads, and the connections of the staircase, both at the top and the bottom. And I can see nothing but original square head bolts and or rivets, indicating that this fire escape in a 50 to 75-year life has never seen a maintenance of any kind. So it's impossible for a fire escape of this size not to have, or this age, not to have had some of its bolts refurbished minimally. So in order for this fire escape to prepare itself for a load test, if it was ever going to be load tested, it would be all the treads would have to be rebolted, all the major supports would have to be rebolted, and all the major structural on the railings would have to be rebolted, not the minor. The ladder too also needs a release arm. It must release and drop 2 to 3 feet per second and hit the ground and stay down, so we need a release mechanism on that so that it doesn't get pulled down by any other means other than to be released. And we can see evidence of rusting. We can also see the spalling into the cement, so that there's evidence that the cement is not properly packed and that water is penetrating into some of these connections, both below and above. So that's right now a structural violation on this particular fire escape. Even though they've been keeping it painted, we showed that there's no evidence of any routine maintenance, and the fact is that all the original hardware is still on this fire escape, which is 50 to 75 years old. Any questions, give us a call here at Fire Escape Engineers, 1-800-649-3333, or you can always call us for additional training on Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training on our YouTube channel.